Hi, I'm Sway, and I like anime. My catchphrase. Anyways, we're going to be talking about Satoshi Kon, and I'm going to be ranking his 4 movies. And let me tell you, every single film of Satoshi Kon is amazing. I would recommend it to anyone. Anime lover or not, it is a good watch. I'm not including Paranoia Agent because I haven't seen it, and it's a TV show, so this is ranking his 4 movies. You know how it goes. Anyways, this was a very tough list to make, but I wanted to share my opinion because I love his direct style. Every single movie has his own touch, uniqueness to it. I don't know why I said unique, so weird. But anyways, let's break down each of his films. Not like in depth, just ranking them. Okay guys, this part was done without a script, so let's go to the scripted version right now. Coming in at number 4, we have Inception Before Inception, Satoshi Kon's Paprika. I want to preface this by saying that there are no bad films when it comes to Satoshi Kon. Every one of his movies is a masterpiece in its own right, and you could shuffle the order of this list around and make a strong case for any one of these 4 movies to be at that top spot. But for me, Paprika comes in at number 4. Paprika is a mind-bending thriller about a stolen device that allows people to enter dreams. It's a visually explosive film that lets Kon's imagination run completely wild. And honestly, that's part of what makes it so special. He really goes all out with the surreal visuals and creative storytelling. What I love most about Paprika is its message. The film explores escapism, not just through dreams, but as a metaphor for any medium we use to disconnect from our real lives, especially movies. It doesn't condemn escapism, it actually embraces its beauty, but it also warns us that if we rely too much on it, we risk losing touch with reality. The takeaway isn't that escapism is bad, it's that we need balance. Enjoy the fantasy, but don't abandon who you are or the world you live in. That theme, absolutely 10 out of 10, no complaints. But where Paprika falls short for me is in its characters and plot. Unlike Kon's other works, I didn't feel deeply invested in any of these characters. His characters are usually so grounded and relatable, but here, they felt more like vessels for ideas than real people. And for a film centered on such an exciting concept, diving into dreams and all the chaos that comes with it, I didn't find the story as engaging as I expected. I never really cared about who stole the device or the villain's motivations. Even the climax didn't have me on the edge of my seat. So while this movie was thematically brilliant, visually unforgettable, it doesn't quite hit the emotional or narrative highs as the other 3 films on this list. Still a great watch, but just not at the top of my list. Coming in at number 3 is Tokyo Godfathers. Easily Satoshi Kon's most human and grounded story. The film follows a makeshift family of 3 homeless people who, on Christmas Eve, find an abandoned baby and set out on a journey to reunite her with her mother. What unfolds is a chaotic, emotional, and often hilarious adventure through the streets of Tokyo. One of the film's greatest strengths is how it builds each character. Each of the 3 leads, Jin, Hana, and Miyuki, gets time to shine through heartfelt backstories, distinct personalities, and personal struggles. Kon carefully peels back their layers, showing us how their past choices brought them to this point, and how hope, forgiveness, and love can lead them forward. Tokyo Godfathers balances a lighter and more uplifting tone while still acknowledging the harsh realities of homelessness. It's full of compassion and warmth, but Kon doesn't sugarcoat anything. He just reminds us that, even in a broken world, redemption is possible. The film does a fantastic job of gradually building up the chaos. What starts as a quiet, emotional journey slowly escalates into this wonderfully unpredictable climax. And I'd be remiss if I didn't show my cousin's favorite transition scene in the entire movie. He always mentions it, which just perfectly shows off Kon's brilliance as a visual storyteller. And that should be on the screen right now. Overall, Tokyo Godfathers pulls you in with its humor and heart. It keeps you invested in each character's arc and leaves you smiling, especially by the end. It's a beautiful, underrated holiday movie that proves Kon didn't need surrealism to deliver something truly unforgettable. Right off the bat, Perfect Blue is not for everyone. It's a very extreme and disturbing movie, which makes it hard to recommend. It doesn't shy away from the dark side that comes from being a celebrity. But man, is this a good movie. The story follows Mima, a former pop idol who decides to leave her music career behind to become an actress. She mirrors what we've seen with real-life child stars, trying desperately to shed their innocent image and prove that they've grown up, sometimes going to extreme lengths just to be taken seriously. What Perfect Blue does so brilliantly is explore the pressure and pain that comes from being in the spotlight. The film's commentary of celebrity, the film industry, and crazy fans is all brilliantly written, with the hook being even more spectacular. As Mima's career progresses, her grip on reality begins to unravel. She can't tell what's part of her acting and what's real life. And neither can we. That uncertainty becomes the movie's greatest weapon. Scenes bleed into one another, timelines fracture, and we as an audience are left constantly second-guessing everything we're seeing. And all the while, there's this constant, chilling presence of an obsessed fan watching, following, stalking. It creates this atmosphere of dread that really never lets go. From start to finish, Perfect Blue keeps you on edge, anxious, and fully locked in. It was the first Satoshi Kon movie I ever saw, and at the time, I honestly thought, there's no way anything could ever top this. But Millennium Actress is not only my favorite Satoshi Kon film, it's also one of my favorite anime movies of all time. The last YouTube video I uploaded was on this movie, and since then, my love for it has only grown. It's one of those films where the more you think about it, the more it stays with you. Every conversation, every rewatch, just makes me appreciate it more and more. The film tells the story of Chiyoko Fujiwara, a legendary actress reflecting on her life during an interview. But being a Satoshi Kon film, this isn't just a standard biopic. As Chiyoko recounts her memories, her real life and the roles she played begin to blur. Her journey through decades of cinema become a metaphor of her own emotional story. Just like in Perfect Blue, reality and fiction start to merge, but this time in a way that feels warm, nostalgic, and deeply human. We even get another obsessed fan in this story, only here he's not dangerous or threatening. He's simply someone who loves Chiyoko for who she is, unconditionally admiring her through every phase of her life. What amazes me is how Satoshi Kon takes similar narrative tools like bending reality, fractured timelines, reflecting on fame, and delivers two completely different emotional experiences. Perfect Blue is sharp and unsettling, while Millennium Actress is tender and bittersweet. At its core, this movie is about the beauty of the journey, not the destination. It's about chasing dreams even if they're just out of reach. There's something powerful about loving the pursuit itself, and finding meaning in the process rather than the outcome. Somehow Millennium Actress managed to warm my heart and break it at the same time. It leaves a feeling that lingers long after the credits roll, something that's hard to put into words. You just have to experience it. Like I said at the beginning, there's no wrong way to rank Satoshi Kon films. They're all incredible. But Millennium Actress has carved out a permanent spot in my heart, and if you're going to start with just one Kon film, let it be this one. So that's my ranking of Satoshi Kon films. This was my first time doing a ranking video. I really enjoyed it because I get to talk a little bit about each movie. Obviously, as you can tell, I didn't try to spoil any of these movies, and I think whenever I do a ranking, I will try not to spoil it because, no one really watches the entire filmography of a director, so to give you guys a little sneak peek, a sneak preview of the movie that I'm talking about. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below what's your ranking of Satoshi Kon films. Everyone's gonna have a different one, but I'm excited to read them all. Also, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I know that it's been a while since my last upload, so the algorithm probably hates me, but it is what it is. Anyways, my name is Sway. Thank you so much, and that's it for this video, so peace.